Joe Biden met with Chinese President Xi Jinping for likely the last time as US president on the last day of the APEC summit in Peru. But their goal of lowering tensions before US President-elect Donald Trump takes office is challenged by conflicts over trade, Taiwan and Russia. Kate Fisher reports from Lima.
The final day of this summit ended with a meeting between the world's two most powerful men. Speaking directly to each other for perhaps the last time, they addressed the fierce superpower rivalry that President Biden has sought to keep from spiraling into open conflict. Almost certainly this was Mr. Biden's final chance to have a personal impact on the US's relationship with its biggest global rival. But it's unclear how receptive President Xi is to Biden's criticisms of China's trade practices, its threats to Taiwan, or accusations of human rights abuses, given there will be a new man in the White House in January. Indeed, the spectre of President-elect Trump loomed over this meeting, as it has done this entire summit, as world leaders try to weigh what the new president in the US will mean for their countries. President Xi taking a veiled swipe at the incoming US president's threat to raise tariffs on Chinese imports.
如果两国做伙伴、做朋友，求同存异，彼此成就，中美关系就能得到长足发展。如果把对方当作对手、敌人，恶性竞争，相互伤害，中美关系就会遭遇波折，甚至倒退。
President Biden also seemed to address the incoming president not in the room, making the case for a continuation of his policy of an open dialogue with Beijing, rather than the more aggressive approach being touted by Donald Trump.
We haven't always agreed, but our conversations have always been candid and always been frank. We are the most important alliance or most important relationship in the entire world. And how we get along together is going to impact the rest of the world. And so, our two countries cannot let any of this competition veer into conflict. And as I said, that's our responsibility. And over the last 4 years, I think we've proven it's possible to have this relationship.
The White House says Joe Biden also stressed the need to maintain stability during the transition of power in the US, as well as building on the areas where the rival nations share common interests like AI, climate change and fentanyl trafficking. From here, both men are heading to Brazil for the G20 meeting of leading economies. Another goodbye for Biden and another chance for Xi to position China as a bastion of globalization ahead of Donald Trump's unpredictable return to the world stage. Kate Fisher, CNA, Lima, Peru.